All right, so today, no reading. No reading, and I'll tell you why. No reading today, because yesterday, as I was thinking, I was like, I was forgetting the check-ins that we used to do. Or I was reminiscing, I should say, missing the check-ins that we used to do. A lot of y'all don't know that we used to get up early and check in every day at 6. And somebody would just share, a lesson for the day, whatever that may be. And then we would just, be from about 6 to 6:15. Then we would carry on throughout the day. So I was missing that. And one of the lessons that I think that we first touched on when we were doing our 6 a.m. check-ins is one that kind of was sparked yesterday. And it's the fact that we don't realize that every day we're trying out. Every day is a tryout. Every day is a tryout. And it goes back to, remember that, what song was that with Big? My first song, when Big comes on and he's talking about Puff, and he's talking about, my man Puff told me the key to this joint is just to treat every day like it's your first day interning, your first day on the job. And we all know that first day feeling, when you're on the job, you hungry, you excited, you're showing your appreciation for that particular opportunity with your effort, with your focus, with your personality. You're embracing the work culture, you're smiling at everybody. You're really being a team player, and you really just are more concerned with adding value because you want to prove yourself. You want to prove that you have a certain level of value that you bring to the overall team. And what happens as time goes by? What happens as time goes by? We become more and more entitled to the point where it's like, well, my value now is just showing up. And I never want us to get to that point. And I'm always thinking of different ways where I can gain an edge, just for myself to become better and better every day. And I guess yesterday what I embraced was, every day is a tryout. And it can be in various areas of our lives. It could be with our family. It could be within our overall community. It could be within our religious group. It could be in school. It could be with our club team, or our football team, whatever it may be. We have an opportunity every day. And a lot of these opportunities that we're trying out for, we're not even aware of. And I'll give you an example. Last week, my homegirl called me, and she's in the medical device industry. And she was asking, she said, hey, do you have anything? I haven't spoken to her in a while. And she was like, hey, do you know anybody that would be interested in this type of position? Now, those type of positions with the medical device and sales, like normally you can't just go right to that. Like normally you have to do like some type of sales, low level or whatever they would call it, inside sales. Then you have to move up, maybe do, some type of outside sales, then go to pharma, then maybe go to medical devices. And I was sitting here and I was like, I didn't really think of anybody. I didn't think of anybody. And perhaps if there was somebody, in my life that I just automatically thought of, because when it comes to recommending somebody for a job, let's be real, you got to be careful with that. Unless you trust somebody, especially if you're working there, like all that cool stuff, friend stuff goes out the window when it comes down to, all right, I work for this particular place. But now if I'm recommending somebody, I'm vouching for them. And we know how that can be, where it's like, nah, they be showing up late. They be not trying to work. They argumentative. All these different things that you just experience in your regular life with that person is going to impact how you see them as far as fitting in a position that may be an opportunity for them. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that I intentionally thought of somebody and was like, nah. But the fact that I didn't think of anybody, that says something as well. And I think that I've been in these same situations. I'm sure we've all been in situations to where we just happen to run into somebody and there's an opportunity and we end up, jumping on it, and it may make sense. It may not make sense. However, we are always auditioning, like everything that we do. We're always auditioning. We never know where and when our next opportunity is going to come from. So for me, it's just very important, any situation that we're in, for us to look at it as if it's an opportunity and a tryout for something better, a tryout for an opportunity that may not even be there. And the best way for me to make sure that I'm maximizing my opportunities as far as how I look at it is trying out. is just picking out little things every day to improve on. I know that if I can improve on my temper, you know, in this area, then it's going to lead and open up other doors to opportunities that may, you know, not necessarily be there while I'm still stuck as this type of person. So all these things, it works, energy, frequency, it all works the same. And the opportunities are no different. You know, what we put out, those are going to be the opportunities that we attract. So if we're not putting out, you know, certain energy to where our friends are comfortable, let's say, if our friends are not comfortable recommending us to a job, then that's something that we should look at. You know what I mean? And maybe that's something that we could ask, you know, would you recommend me for a job? Or, you know, just play a trick on somebody like, yo, is your spot hiring? You know, ask them, because then you will get some realistic, your people, when it comes down to that, they will tell you about you in a real way. It's like, it'll be like, yo, bro, like, I can't, yo, you can't be on no late stuff, man. Nah, you know, I ain't gonna be late. Nah, for real. Like, I'm putting my name out there, like, bro, you be late. Like, you're always late. Yo, you be arguing a lot. Like, come on, I don't like, you know, sharing my personal business on it. Y'all know how this goes. So treat every day like it's your first. Treat every day like it's a tryout. You know, treat it like that first day where you're interning and you're just coming there to say, like, yo, I'm adding value in wherever area I'm in. And I guarantee you opportunities will present themselves that come from places that we didn't even expect them, we didn't even know that they were there. Certain doors are going to open up. So let's just make sure that we're staying in that giving mode and never, you know, having anybody think of us as a taker, as a selfish person. People that are givers, those are the ones that get the opportunity. So now that we got the gospel out the way, hold on, let me catch up on the chat. Bez wrote, excuse me, Father God, I need a favor, like straight up. If I ever go to sleep hating on a nigga, don't let me wake up. Hey, yo, somebody take Bez's phone. Keep it coming, Bez, because the message is there. I see it. I see the message. Yeah. I see the message. Yo, what's the takeaway on that, Bez? Yo, nobody should be going to sleep thinking about anybody else in a hating way. You should have your little script that you say before bed. You know, it used to be, now I lay me down to sleep, I pray to the Lord. Yeah, it used to be that. Now I have something else. I got mine. I got two things that I say before I go to bed and when I wake up. And it's letting the universe know exactly what it is, you know what I'm saying, and what I'm expecting. So shout out to Bez for the lyrics. All right, so now let's get into the veggies, man. Let's get into the veggies. All right, so I think this video is on YouTube. So like I said, we're gonna